Sound check. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Hello.
Auxiliary mode.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Hey everybody, sorry, having technical difficulties this morning. Oh my gosh. Jesus. Joseph, I don't have nothing to drink.
You have some of my water.
I know. These shows are what to you about water. Lord Jesus. Oh my God.
It's a refreshing drink.
Lord Jesus. Oh my God. What is it about Thursday?
It's just
oh my God.
End of the week.
Good morning, everybody. Today is starting out to be a chaotic day, but trust me when I tell you, Jesus is on our side. So we're gonna get it together. Good morning, Auntie Pee Wee. Good morning, Blogs and Fiction. Good morning, Gabrielle. How are you? Can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me? Thank you, Jesus. I had to get up this morning. Oh, Lord, have mercy. We're going to get started. We just wait for y'all to come on up in here in the chat and stuff like that. But, you know, the YouTube people tell us that, you know, regardless whether ain't nobody in the chat or not, you're supposed to start. You ain't supposed to keep your audience waiting. But that's why I'm talking. I want to keep y'all waiting. Okay, I gotta get my monitor turned on.
Hey, everybody.
It's cold in here, Joseph.
Well, you got the windows open.
I know, because it gets stuffy in here at night for me. I don't know why. It gets stuffy in this house. But anyway, y'all, welcome to the channel, y'all. Y'all hit that like button as y'all come in. Y'all know. Y'all know. Don't make me have to go and find something. I ain't had to go find something since the new year came in. I don't have to go find something. Oh, there go my.
Hey, Teddy.
Hey, what's going on, Daryl Moore? Yes, Daryl Moore said he's listening at work. I hope your work day is going well, Daryl.
Thank you, Teddy. Good morning, Monique.
Ooh, okay. Well, you know what? We ain't gonna keep our audience waiting, Joseph.
No, because we got people on Facebook too.
Sure,
so if they're not on YouTube,
we don't keep them waiting. I'm gonna start the countdown.
Start it and let it happen.
Like to hear it? Here it go. All right, here go the intro. Bam!
Y'all see that?
See what? I didn't know you had
Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Y'all
folks, I was just trying to figure out how to record. I am not for play, boo-boo. I am not for play.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all. What's going on? Listen, we in good spirits this morning in spite of. In spite of, we are in good spirits, child. You got to be in good spirits to do this.
Yeah.
You ain't got no other choice but to be in good spirits. Let me tell y'all something. This sometimes just stuff just don't go right. It's like, Joseph, this damn computer sometime be on its period or something. Excuse me, ladies.
Teddy said good morning.
Hey, Teddy. It's doing it again, Joseph.
I know, I see it.
Did you see it?
Keep going.
Anyway.
Don't worry about it. It'll be all right.
Good morning, y'all. Now here Lord have mercy. Blogs, I'm gonna punch you right in your face. Did y'all see Blogs and Fiction show last night? If you did, you need to go back and watch the replay. Blogs was on fire last night. Wasn't she?
She sure was.
She was on fire last night, child. Let me tell y'all something. If you want to know about relationships, you want some advice on relationships, you need to watch Blogs and Fiction's show from last night. Now, Blogs and Fiction said she got her a gavel. Okay, she said she want to know y'all opinion on whether she should get a gavel or not. We told her yes. Go on ahead and get the gavel. Because sometimes these people need to be put in court. They need to go to court.
Hey, Patricia.
For some of the stuff that they be doing here on YouTube. Joseph.
Yes.
You know, we was having a conversation about this one. I ain't gonna really say no names or anything like that. But
Hey, Donna.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep up because we have like a lot of people on Facebook today.
Oh, do we? Okay.
So I'm trying to say hello to them. And
well, they need to come over to YouTube.
To YouTube, I'm trying to pay attention to both at the same time.
They need to come over to YouTube. Number one. Number two is welcome to our channel. Yeah. Welcome to the McRae Kingz channel. For those of you that are new to the channel, please, as you come in, hit that like button. And for those of you that are on Facebook, we welcome you with open arms. With open arms. But y'all need to get over here to YouTube. Yes, y'all do.
And hit that like button, subscribe. And if you want to become part of the McRae Kingz Kingdom, hit that join button. If you don't see the join button, let me know. And if you want to join, because if you're on an iPhone or iPad, you won't see the join button. But I can drop the link in the chat so you can join.
Drop it, Joseph. Drop it. Drop it. Drop the share link. Drop it over there on Facebook. Y'all people on Facebook, y'all ain't got no other choice. Y'all ain't got no excuse.
Hey, Melissa.
Get on over here. If you got a Gmail account, that's all you need is a Gmail account.
To be on YouTube.
To be on YouTube. You ain't got to be no content creator. You ain't got to post no videos or nothing like that. All you need is a Gmail account. And you can come over to YouTube, and you hit that subscribe button, you can hit that like button. Now, maybe come over there to Facebook and go find something. Y'all know how I like to find something. I get my hammer. I hit somebody in the back of the throat. Not the throat. The throat. And make your teeth click.
There's the link on YouTube if you want to join. If you don't see it, because like I said, if you're on an iPhone or iPad, you won't see it.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm putting the link in Facebook.
Shout out to Hawaii. That's what Teddy is. Teddy, how's the weather out there in Hawaii? Yes. Matter of fact, I saw y'all representative. Y'all representative was on fire yesterday in the Senate. Sitting up there saying something. Yes. One of the yay sayers, not the naysayers.
Y'all know.
But we're going to talk about that this morning too.
Y'all know whenever y'all see the hat, I ain't feel like doing the hair.
Yeah, he ain't feel like doing his hair.
It's cute. It would have went perfect with the shirt because it's blonde.
Well, I'm surprised you ain't been saying you gonna cut it in a couple days.
That's what it is.
Yeah, you gonna keep it for a little while.
Maybe.
That's good. I'm glad you decided you gonna keep it. Is Monte in here? Is my son in here? Where's Monte?
Not yet.
Oh, he ain't here yet. I see Patricia in here. Who else is up in here? I see y'all know me in the chat. Hey, Melissa. What's going on, Melissa? With your pretty self. All that pretty blonde hair.
Blondes have more fun.
That's right. I think I'm going blonde next month. That's the beautiful thing about not having no hair. You can go blonde, you can go brunette, you can go whatever color you want. I can just take it off, y'all. It was a trying morning. It was a really trying morning, y'all. Yesterday, after we got off, Joseph and we ate some lunch, and this hair started to itch. I said, damn it. I ain't gonna sit here doing this all day. So I took my 2 fingers and I peeled it back and put it on the mannequin and said I'll put it on in the morning. Well, this morning, we had some classes to sign up for. And unfortunately, it was giving us problems signing up for the classes. So, I'm sitting up here with Joseph and we sitting up here signing up for the classes that we want to sign up for. Put our information in and so on. And time just went flying by. Before I knew it, it was 11 o'clock. And I ain't have no hair sitting on top of my head. So I had to go in the bathroom real quick. And y'all don't know, this is a process. This is a process. You know, it's one piece. It's one piece. But you got to put the glue on. You got to let that dry. And then you can put it on. And you got to let it, so I'm blowing the hair dryer, letting the glue dry and can on. We're not realizing that it's some little tweaks. Because sometimes, because when you take it off, you got to make your little tweaks to it, just so you can make the hairline. Because this hairline is good, child. Y'all ain't sitting in front of me, Joseph. Tell me how this hairline is on fleek, ain't it? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It looks just like it's growing up out of my scalp.
Hey, Trisha.
Mm-hmm.
Melissa says she saw your interview and is very proud of you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I was going to talk about that this morning.
Hey, Christine in real life.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that this morning. But yeah, y'all, this is a process. It's a process getting all this swag together. All this almondy stuff. It's a process getting all this together, child. Yes, it usually take me about an hour, more than an hour, because I ain't got no makeup on today.
Hey, Antoine.
Hey, Antoine. Shout out to Antoine.
And Auntie Pee-wee, you are right. That's why we stay prayed up.
That's right. Oh yeah, you got to stay prayed up. Yes. But anyway, y'all, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Today is Thursday. It's kind of gloomy day here in Rome, but it's cold. It's like that bitter cold today. It's not like freezing cold. It's like the bitter cold.
Gloomy every day.
And gloomy.
Until May.
Yeah. It like, y'all, it's like living here is like living in Alaska. You know, Alaska is dark.
There's no sun. I mean, the sun will come out once or twice.
Yeah. No, like, in Alaska, it's dark for I think it's dark for 6 months in Alaska. Here, during the winter months from, I'd say, October.
Have a good day, Teddy.
October through March, it's like, it's like really dark. Not like pitch black dark. It's kind of dark and gloomy. Like it's always clouds in the sky. Which I gotta understand, as I told y'all this before, we 2 hours from the Canadian border. So when it gets misty over in Canada, it turns into snow, and we get the snow because we at high altitude. Yeah. Most people here, they hunker down, They go to the grocery store and get their little stuff, get their little supplies and stuff. I don't know what it is about white people and beer. I ain't trying to be racist, but I don't know about these people right here and beer. Oh, they get them some beer. I don't know what it is about the beer, but that's all they buy. They make sure they have them a 24 pack, not just one. See, because in the hood, the brothers, they go to they stand in front of the liquor store, wait for the liquor store to open and get them one can of beer. Here, oh, they get a 24 pack. They wait until the store opens to get them a 24 pack of beer. I ain't never seen so many people go to the gas station in the morning to get beer. They don't be playing. And then some of the men, they be on their way to work. They come pulling up in their pickup truck, because there's a lot of men up here, they drive pickup trucks. See, because the weather up here is real tumultuous in the wintertime. So people don't drive cars. It's not a lot of cars up here. It's a lot of trucks. And so people drive trucks. And so they'll get out, they'll go in the gas station, get their little beer and get in their little trucks, and they'll take 2 beers out of the 24 pack and put them in the front seat and be on their little way. Word. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. The United States government is not playing. They are not playing. Our president, they are not playing with him. This is the first president in the history of the presidency to be impeached twice. Now it's in the Senate. They're going to start proceedings on next week. They're going to start the hearings on next week. Then Mitch McConnell said he think he going to vote yes. They're thinking he going to vote yes. Well, they should. The Republicans was tripping me out yesterday during that whole hearing, saying that there was no proof. There was no testimony. They stormed the doggone Capitol. What more proof and what more testimony do you need? This man stood up in front of people and told them.
All right, Melissa.
Told them to do what they did. And now they saying that this was planned. And it was an inside job. Can you believe that, Joseph?
It was.
It was an inside job. They found out, they showed a video of one lady. She was giving them directions on where to go in the Capitol building. Like, she was directing them. Like, you go down those stairs, and then you go this way, and then you go that way, and and that's where they at. Can y'all believe that? That's treason. Ain't that treason?
Well, they got to find out who told them how to get to them.
That's I mean, I could not. It's like, I'm not surprised considering the people that were out there. Y'all know what kind of people that was out there. We ain't even got to have that conversation. But I can't believe. My mind sees it, but I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe that we live in a country where people can do this. Never in my 53 years could I have imagined.
Why? They did it to black people. So what make you think they won't do it to each other?
I just never thought that they would do something like that. I just really didn't.
Sure.
What's next? The White House? Are they going to knock down the gate?
What I've been saying since it happened. Let people sit back and let them destroy the system that they built to keep us down.
Now, I agree with you.
Mind your business and keep it moving, because it's none of our business.
I agree with you on that.
Let them, and like I said before, if there want to be a little pepper in the salt, let that little bit of pepper be stupid and go out there and do what they want to do.
That either.
And if some of the paprika started running around with the salt, let the paprika be out there too. But sit your asses home and watch it on TV and just watch them destroy the system that they built.
I agree with you on that.
Because all of a sudden now, their system that they built is not working for them.
It's not good. It's not good.
That's simple. Because, the system that they built to stop us from progressing, They just saw that we turned them out on their system. See, that's why they all mad.
Oh, yeah, we turned it.
It ain't got nothing to do with who the president is.
Mm-hmm.
It got to do with the fact that black people went out and voted and showed their asses. If we vote in Georgia, y'all will never get it back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we gave them.
That's what that's about.
Yeah.
All those states they were challenging those votes in, black people voted.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they're mad, because their system didn't work the way it was supposed to.
Oh, yeah, we gave them a big old gag pill.
That's what the problem is.
A big old gag pill.
It ain't about Trump. It ain't about Biden. It ain't about none of that. It's about black people went out and voted in the states that they normally don't vote in. They did, and then they gagged. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem in a nutshell.
A big old gag pill.
That's why they want the system changed, because the system ain't working for them no more. Because they're realizing, see, that's why you got to go back to a whole lot of things. That's why they don't want women to have abortions no more. Because when you look at it, white women are having abortions just as much as any other race of women. But if they keep having abortions, guess what? Most white women that are having babies are having babies with black men and babies with Hispanic men and babies with Indian men and Asian men. So now their little pure bloodlines are getting messed up. See, that's the paprika that I'm talking about. That's the paprika that's walking around with the salt and the pepper. See, the pepper always been, you get white pepper, black pepper, red pepper. Pepper always been fucked up. Once they brought us over here, the pepper was all fucked up from the get-go. But the salt was always salt. But now they're getting Himalayan salt, which is pink. They're getting salt that ain't really salt. They're getting granular salt.
Wait a minute, why did you talk about seasoning?
They're getting coarse salt, because they ain't going to flag my video. They're getting coarse salt. And so they ain't used to all those different kinds of salt.
Wait a minute.
They ain't used to all of that. They used to only one kind of salt.
Can I ask you a question, Joseph? If somebody was, this is going to be a crazy question. If somebody was to cook you and put you on the grill, what kind of seasoning would you want to put on you?
Oh, if you season me, you got to use some Sazon and something spicy. Because when you taste this meat, it gotta be.
See, I want to put some Lorry on me. Can y'all put some Lorry on me?
When you bite into me, I need you to have a hot taste in your mouth when you're done.
No, all I need is a little Lorry.
I need your mouth to be on fire.
All I need is a little Lorry. Or maybe some lemon pepper. I don't know. Maybe a little bit of lemon pepper and a little bit of Lorry. I like me some Lorry seasoned salt. Yeah. Or some of that Morton seasoned salt. You know which one I'm talking about? Yeah, some of that.
No, you need to put some adobo and some Sazon and then some Cajun mix.
Ooh, child. That's a whole lot of seasoning.
And then some red pepper flakes and some chili, chili paste.
I'm going to get some high blood pressure eating you.
So when you bite into me, honey, your mouth is on fire. And you're like, ooh, that's hot. Yes, I am.
Joseph, I don't like you today. I do not like you. I love you, but I do not like you as a friend.
Well, I don't understand.
Jesus. The United States ain't playing. And Joe Biden said, I don't care what y'all do. Y'all can do whatever the hell y'all want to.
Hey, Roxanne.
But don't be trying to, don't be, he like Kendrick Lamar. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Don't kill my vibe. Don't be trying to kill my vibe. I got things to do. He said, well, I hope y'all can multitask. He said, I hope y'all can multitask because I got some things to do. Joe Biden is not playing. He wants to get us a stimulus package out. He wants to make sure that the American people are good.
ASAP.
ASAP.
Now, speaking of which, with the vaccine, people are upset because I know in New Jersey and New York and probably everywhere else, because they, as y'all see, they have added more people to the list. I don't know if it's in every state, but I know in New York and New Jersey, they have broadened the list of people who can go and sign up for the vaccine. So there are a lot of people that are angry One, because only type 2 diabetics is on the list and not type 1. And they're angry because they added smokers to the list. And people are upset and angry and, well, smoking, that's a choice. And smokers, I'm going to lie and say that I smoke so I can go get the vaccine. And I'm like, do y'all not understand why smokers are there? And, they didn't stop to think of it until I said it. The reason why smokers are there is because if you smoke, and you can't smoke with a mask on. So if you're outside smoking and you just happen to have coronavirus and it hasn't kicked in yet, but you can't smoke, and you're standing outside just blowing smoke all over the place, you're blowing coronavirus in everybody's face that walk past. When I said that, then all of a sudden it just clicked in everybody's head. Oh, that does make sense. Yes, it makes a lot of sense because if they're not smoking in their house, if they're smoking outside, they're infecting everybody that walks through their smoke. You already get mad when people are standing in front of buildings smoking and you got to walk in and smell the smoke. But when they standing in front of a building smoking and you got to walk through coronavirus, I think that you'd rather have them vaccinated than not be vaccinated. Sometimes y'all got to stop and think the logic behind some of the things that go on and not just sit there and say and get mad saying, well, smoking is a choice and smokers, why are they on the list? Common sense should tell you why they're on the list because they're outside blowing smoke all over the place.
Right.
Coronavirus, that's how it's, that's how you get it from your mouth and talking in people's face. Like when I took Tramel for his procedure last week, right? This week or last week. I'm sitting in the car on the phone. I'm talking to him actually because he was mad because they was taking forever to come and do everything. This man just walks up to my car with no mask. And I'm a smoker, so I got the window down, blowing smoke. See, that's what I'm talking about. If I had the coronavirus, he walking right into it because I'm sitting in the car, minding my business, blowing the smoke out of the window. Perfect example of what I was just talking about. But he walks up to my car with no mask, and I'm like looking like, what are you doing? And then he comes closer to the window so I can hear him. He had the audacity to ask me to take him someplace for $20. I said, do you think I'm just sitting in a hospital parking lot because it's cute? I'm waiting for somebody. Never mind. Okay, bitch, bye. The bus station is right there.
Blowing smoke in your face.
And I'm blowing smoke in your face because if you gave me the coronavirus, bitch, I'm giving it back to you. People just, and of course, it was salt. It was salt. It wasn't pepper. It was salt. And I'm like, salt, get away from my car. Get away from me. Then another piece of salt hit my car. And that piece of salt was lucky because Tramel was being rolled out and I could see in his face that something wasn't right because Karen was going to get it. And I said, okay, ain't nothing wrong with her Lexus, so ain't nothing wrong with my car. Because, if I would have saw paint or I would have saw a little dent on the back of her car, I would have snatched Karen out that Lexus and asked her, was she blind? But I said, Jesus is on your side because my husband is being rolled out and looks dazed and confused like something ain't right. But he was holding on to that Coach bag. He ain't forget that.
Oh, no, I don't play that. I don't play them games.
Hey,
I don't play
Montana.
them games. You know, I don't play with my bag. Matter of fact, where's that? Oh, here it go right here. Let me put my child up here. Yes, this is the new bag. I was just like this, y'all. Just like an old lady sitting in my wheelchair. They rolled me out. Had my bag just like this. I wasn't playing and dared somebody to touch it. I told y'all, the nurse in the room said, "Oh, that's a nice bag you got." I looked at her like, "Bitch, don't touch my bag while I'm in surgery. Don't touch my bag."
And Monte, you need to get in the DM or Instagram Because he was going to order your hat.
Yes, Monte, send me your address. I told you I was going to get you a hat. The one that you like so much. I'm going to get it for you. You just got to send me your address. Y'all, are y'all still paying for cable? I ain't trying to do no commercial or nothing like that. But are y'all still paying for cable?
Are we going to get a spot for that too?
Yeah, we go. Yeah, hey. We need some sponsorship. If y'all still paying for cable, then y'all crazy. It's crazy. Cuckoo is 2 clocks. If you still paying for cable. Because guess what? We got rid of ours. Almost $300 a month? Oh, no. Oh, no, this thing.
That was almost $200.
Yeah. I to $200, $200, $300, well, I don't care. But some people paying more than that.
But this is true.
I'm telling you, you're paying too much money for cable. Well, you know, the one thing that Joseph and I, we used to work for a cable company. And the one thing that we used to get all the time, especially when people cable got cut off, right, Joseph? Mm-hmm. Why am I paying all this money for all these channels that I don't watch? And I ask you the same thing. Why are you paying all this money for these channels that you don't watch?
And you know what most people say? Because I just want to have it so if I see something I want to watch, I can.
Mm-hmm. But in the same token, know that today we live in a whole totally different day and age. And because of that, technology has changed. Let me tell you what we did. We got internet, $49.99 a month, right? $49.99 a month. And then we have control of our own options, like, for instance, and the reason why we got rid of it is because we just don't watch it. The only thing that me and Joseph watch, we watch the local channels.
Oh, Roxanne, yours cheaper than ours. What you got?
Because I like to watch my Judge Judy. I like to watch my Judge Maybelline, Judge Faith, Divorce Court.
We realized that we was watching more local TV.
Yeah, we was okay. Yeah. The only upper channels that we was really watching was like VH1 and BET. Mm-hmm. That's it. And CNN.
And I watched cooking shows.
And he watched the Food Network. So we decided to go and get Sling TV. Sling TV has several tiers. You can go from, the tiers start at, well, first of all, you can do a 7-day trial. 7-day trial. After the 7-day trial, the lowest tier is $25, right? In that tier, you get BET, you get CNN, you get channels like USA, you get the ID channel, you get Lifetime Movie Network, you get you get cable stations.
Now you don't get local TV.
You can get local TV. I'm gonna tell you how. And let's say you're a person that likes VH1. If you want to upgrade, you can upgrade to VH1 for just $5.
Got it, Monte.
That's it, $5. Okay.
Like if something is in there that you don't have that you want, you can just add on individual channels for $5.
Right.
Or the next pack.
Right, which is they have blue and they have orange. They have Sling Blue, Sling Orange. But you get so many channels in the first tier.
Monte said he have Sling too.
Yeah. Right, Monte? And that's it.
And then all you need, because the majority of us all have high definition TV. Mm-hmm. We had a regular rabbit ears. But then Sling kept advertising the high definition
channels, yeah.
The high definition antenna.
Yeah. So
I said, let me go on Amazon. And I found a newer one, quote unquote, with a 2021 chip in it. Mm-hmm. And I got it. It was very simple. You just stick it on the wall and plug it to the TV. Right. When I tell you that antenna brings everything local, even some
right, because we have Sling TV
that we don't even
right. It's because we have Sling TV.
Right.
Because we have Sling TV. If you have an HD antenna, it brings your channels in clear. But you have to have a HD antenna, mm-hmm. which costs how much you pay for that antenna?
want to say it was no more than $20.
Yeah.
I honestly don't remember, but it wasn't no more than $21 at most.
Our cable bill is less than $100. It's less than $100. Stop spending all that money on cable. But see, I knew that this was going to happen when smart TVs came along. Do you guys know that the cable sales are going down?
Well, because people don't want to pay that.
Yeah, people don't want to pay that. I'm not paying that. And see, this is what y'all understand. Listen, to get your other shows, you can also get other apps. Like I like PowerBook, right? So PowerBook is on Stars and it's on HBO Max. No, not HBO Max. It's on something else. But I get Stars.
Like we get HBO Max, but
the first month was free.
We paid for BET Plus because we wanted that.
Right. So that's $5 a month.
We paid for Stars because we wanted that. Disney Plus because I'm you know me, I'm into comic books and all of that.
Right.
So I need to see
we get that free.
Those new little Disney Plus.
We get that
shows.
free.
We get that free.
Yeah, because we have Verizon.
Because Verizon gave it to us for free.
We get that free for 2 years. Yeah.
And then Amazon Prime, we already have.
Right.
Netflix, we get free.
Mm-hmm.
And the next other thing would be the other little device we have that gives us all the movies that are in the movie theater.
But we ain't going to talk about that. Don't talk about that, Joe. Don't tell about that. Don't tell about that.
I didn't say a word. I said another little device.
Y'all know what we talk about. Or you can get your Roku.
Hey, Shalene.
Or you can get you a Google Chromecast. But stop spending all this money on cable. Especially in this time. This time, because money is tight. Money is tight. I need my coins. I need to save every coin I can. Stop paying all that money for cable, y'all. Me and Joseph had to sit down. I was like, Joseph, we sit up here paying all this money for cable. We don't even watch it. Right. And now we really don't watch. We damn near watch TV anymore. Because I'm always in here trying to figure out this stuff. Stop paying all that money for cable. It's too much money. Shout out to Stephanie Jones. She was watching us yesterday, Joseph.
We miss you too, Shalene.
Hey, Shalene, how you doing? I saw that picture of your daughter. Your daughter is so pretty.
Hey, Cole.
Hey, Cole. What's going on, Cole? That's my son. Uh-huh. Yeah. Y'all stop paying all that money for cable. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But,
because I was the one selling it to you. And he was the one trying to get you to keep it.
Yeah, I was.
After I gave you everything under the sun, and you decided, $350 is too much. I want to disconnect.
Yeah, I was on the retention
go to
team.
him.
Yeah, I was on the retention team. I worked in marketing. I was on the retention team, so it was my job to retain the customers,
and it was my job to give you.
And so I used to have all the free codes. I would give all the free perks away, like HBO for 6 months free, Showtime movie channel for 6 months free.
Joseph sold you everything because I was on the sales team. Wouldn't you like to have a DVR box?
My customers used to love me.
Wouldn't you like to have an HD box? Don't you have an HD TV in 5 rooms? Then you need 5 HD boxes. Would you like to add a DVR to that?
Mm-hmm.
What's a DVR? Oh my God.
And y'all be falling for it. Y'all be falling. Oh my God. I can get 5 HD boxes and only have to pay for 1?
Yes, you get all 5. You get 4 HD boxes, 1 DVR box, and I'll even throw in HBO and Showtime free
for 6 months.
No,
2 months. Yeah, 2 months. I used to be able to give away 6 months, a year. I used to be able to give away, and I was just giving stuff away.
And then oh my God, that's a great deal.
2 months later, here they come calling because they done been billed a la carte for those premium channels.
Well, how much is my bill going to be? $95, and that's all you have to pay when the technician comes out. Great! Oh, I'll take it. And then in 2 months, when that bill went to $345,
Gag Nation,
nothing's free anymore. And that's when he had to handle it.
See, the Lord. See, the Lord did. I'm sorry, Jesus. Jesus, I'm sorry. But
see, and look at the TV when you were talking.
See, Jesus, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But that's they would call me, and I would be like, "Okay, Miss Williams, I apologize. I'm sorry. What do you want to do?" I said, "What do you want to do? Do you want to keep the HBO and the Showtime?" No, I'm not keeping no HBO and no Showtime unless I'm not paying all that.
Most of them would tell. No, most of them would really give it to him and say, "I want everything they gave me because that's what they promised me and didn't tell me my bill was going to be $345."
And I would be like, "I'm not sitting here arguing with this child. I'm going to give her everything that she wants." So I'd be like, "Okay, Miss Williams, I'm going to give you HBO and Showtime for a year free." All right.
Well, how much is that going to make my
Nothing.
bill?
It's going to be slim. Your bill's going to be the same.
$345?
No. It's gonna be what it was when you first got it.
But what about these boxes that I wasn't paying for?
Okay, well, you're not gonna be paying for those either.
Okay, great.
Mm-hmm.
And then guess what happened?
A year later.
Yeah,
they come a call.
It was $485.
Because in the midst of all that,
there was a rate
increase.
A new year, a rate increase. Well, the first time it was $385, and now it's $4.
Why do people think prices don't change? Why do they think that? But that was our job.
My job was to put it in your house. And his job was to get you to keep what I told.
He come calling, Janelle. Because you see it got a little light ass for
it. Now you know,
well,
when I was on the phone, I didn't do it.
Janelle, can I transfer this customer to you? Because they are getting on my damn nerves. All right, Joseph, you know what's going on.
Well, somebody sold her cable for $185, and now her bill is $785.
All right, Joseph, transfer
she has
over to
12 DVR boxes, because you would have people like that. That had like big ass houses and had stuff in every room. One man, I remember, he had a TV in his bathroom. And I'm like, why would you put a DVR box in your bathroom? That makes no sense.
Then we had stupid customers that would take their boxes. They would order the fight, right? And then take their boxes over to their friend house and then call us and tell us to turn the box on. So we can't do that. I used to be like, why the hell would you take your box out of your house to take it to your friend's house to watch the fight? They would do stuff like that, y'all. We have customers that will call and say, could you please remove that logo off the bottom of the screen that say Lifetime Television? Ma'am, we don't have nothing to do with that. You have to call Lifetime. I want to speak to a supervisor right now.
Why do I have to call Lifetime? You call them. I'm not calling them for that because they're not going to do it.
And then you have the customers that call when the cable got turned off, and then they want to question. Well, what is this on my bill? What is the value pack? What is this?
What would kill me with people that got turned off is you tell them they got disconnected, and then they tell you, well, my cable didn't work anyway. So my response would be, well, if the cable didn't work, how do you know it's not working now? How do you know we turned it off today if the cable hasn't worked in 2 months? Then they'd get an attitude and get mad with me. Are you getting smart with me? I said, no, but logically, if it wasn't working for 2 months, it just strikes me a little odd that you called me today when we turned it off, when it shouldn't be working. Then they didn't know what to say. My thing is this, and I tell anybody, and even now that I am a customer, I tell anybody.
I don't even call, because if I know I'm wrong,
y'all
I'm wrong.
Get mad at customer service reps because you think that we supposed to sit there and just let you abuse us with your mouths any kind of way because you mad. It don't work that way. Now, if the company, now, see, I've always been a fair person.
Mm-hmm.
If the company I worked for did something wrong,
Right.
I would let you curse me out all day long.
Right.
I get it. I understand that. But when you don't pay your bill,
right,
or you sat there and let your dog chew up the cable lines, because you caught his ass the first time, and you sat there and let the dog chew up the cable lines, or you know your house is infested with roaches and they invaded the cable box, and now the cable box don't work no more. What you're not going to do is get on the phone and yell and scream at me. That's not going to happen. Now I'll take the loss for the company if we did something wrong, like the technician is late, or they didn't come and install what they were supposed to install, or when I worked for Verizon, they switched out your phone 3 times and it still don't work. I get that. I'm right with you on that, because if it was me, and that's what I would tell people, because by the time I was done, they would be apologizing to me. I said, you don't have to apologize. I understand. I'm not always on this end of the phone. So if I was in your position, honestly, I'd do what you're doing right now. But when you're wrong, you ain't got no reason to be on the phone yelling.
Yeah, but you know what? They this is how customers look at customer service rep. They look at customer service reps as minions. We don't make that much money. But trust me when I tell you. Trust me when I
was probably making more money than
I was probably making more money than you was, because I was bringing home. What was our commission check?
Oh no, this lady did it to me. She's like, I drive a Mazda. Do you know what a Mazda is? I said, no, ma'am, I don't, because I drive a Lexus.
Most customer service reps drive Jaguars and BMWs.
And she was mad. She was like, what? I said, I don't know what a Mazda is. I drive a Lexus.
Right.
Now, maybe
we
if
make
you
good money.
Pay your bill, I can upgrade this Lexus to a Mercedes.
Right.
But you're not, like, she was sitting there, it's because of me why you're getting paid. I said, no, ma'am, you don't pay your bill. So if I was waiting on you, no, I drive a Mazda. Do you know what a Mazda is? I was like, no, ma'am, I don't, because I drive a Lexus. Oh, she was pissed. Oh, she was furious. What? Oh, you're being smart. I said, no, it's baby blue. It's a truck, RX 300. It's sitting outside right now. Yeah.
Oh, we got a commission check. Some of our commission check, one of my biggest commission checks was about $6,000.
No,
for the month.
No, it was funny because my best friend came over my house, and I live by myself, so it was like I'm not hiding shit in my house. So he asked me for something, and I said, "Oh, it's on my dresser," because I was in the bathroom getting dressed. And he came to the door. He said, "Bitch, I'm not in your business," but it was just right on the dresser. I said, "What?" He's like, your paycheck was $5,452. I said, "No, that was my commission check." I said, "My paycheck was $1,245.
Right.
My commission check was that." I said, "Why do you think I have a house and 2 cars?"
Right.
And he was gagging.
Right. And we were level 4s. Level 4 customer care executives. That's what we were.
No, because it's like people will call and degrade you because you're doing customer. I pay your bills and you're stupid, and you probably didn't graduate high school, and blah, 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 blah.
Really?
And you're not making no money. And I would sit there and laugh at them. I'm like, okay, whatever. Okay. Feel I'm not making money all day long. But trust me, I'm probably making more money. Child, when I became disabled and I had to go on Social Security and when I saw one year I damn near made $90,000, I gagged because I didn't realize I was making that kind of money. Right. One year I made $80,000. The next year I made $87,000. One year I made $70,000. Right. I'm sitting there gagging because I didn't pay attention that I was making money like that. I just knew that I had money out the ass, and if I wanted to go in the store and buy $1,000 pair of Prada shades like I was doing, I knew I had more money in the bank after I did it. So I didn't pay attention to these things. I knew I could pay everything anything I wanted, I could pay for. No, my bills was late. Right. I was doing living life.
Living la vida loca.
And then, when you become disabled, it becomes a whole nother story.
Gag Nation. A nice big old bag here with no water.
One paycheck is what you're supposed to live on for the whole year. Now you're talking about the $5,000 one.
Right.
And I'm sitting there like, Are they serious?
Mm-hmm.
I have to revamp my whole life and lifestyle.
Yeah.
Just because I got sick.
Yeah.
And I even tried to work with that job.
Yeah.
That wasn't working.
Yeah.
I was killing myself slowly. So I was like, oh God, I have to adjust to this new lifestyle.
Yeah, we did.
I feel like
we did. Both of us did.
Yeah, because you was making money out the ass. I was making money out the ass. And then, bang, you get a very rude awakening.
Don't count out the customer service rep. Customer service reps make good money. Okay? Right. They make good money. We made good money. I was walking around with leather and suede suits on, child.
Especially if they selling you stuff or having to try to keep.
I was carrying Gucci bags and things.
And maybe if they just sitting there and, answering, tech support was making money.
No, everybody made money.
Everybody was making money, especially at the cable company. Everybody was making money.
That's why it wasn't nothing for me to sit there and listen to a customer. Right. I used to be like, go ahead, ma'am. Get out your system.
And
go ahead. Get out your system. But when you finish, your cable bill is $300 and such. You need to pay that.
Right. You just get to the
You can call me whatever you want. One lady told me one day, Joseph, she said, I don't believe you turned my cable off. I said, it's off, ma'am. She said, no, it ain't. She said, no, it's not. I said, yes, it is. I said, you want me to? I said, watch this. I said, you in front of your TV now? She said, yes. And I turned it back on. I said, you got a picture, right? She said, yes. So I turned it back off. I said, you got a picture? She said, no, the screen went black. I said, your cable is on. And then at one point in time, remember back in our day, when cable was a dinosaur, this is dinosaur days. If your cable went off, if we turned it off, because there's two different types of disconnect. There's a soft disco, we call it a soft disco, and a hard disco. A soft disconnect is when they turn you off from the computer. The hard disconnect is when a tech comes out and turns your ass off at the pole. You don't get nothing but snow. You used to be able, if it turns you off from the office, all you had to do was unplug your cable box and plug it back in. It came back on. Oh, they fixed that. Oh, yes, they fixed that. Mm-hmm.
I know somebody that
won't do that no more.
I know somebody that just got a job at the cable company, and they used to always ask me, how do you do what you do? And because they know my personality. They know if you just walk up on me and curse me out, it's on and bobbing. And now that they got the job, and they getting commission checks, they said, now I see why you did what you did for so long. I said, child, when you get them checks, honey, makes it all worthwhile. Yeah. You just sit there and be like, thank you for calling Comcast. How can I help you today?
Yeah.
Let them have their little field day and go on about your business. Just get off my phone because I ain't got all day to stay and talk to you, girl. What can I do for you to fix this?
Child, when I got my paycheck, I used to be at like this in the club and like this in the club. Yes, just money. Just buying drinks. Drinks all around for my friends. Y'all know nothing about that.
Right, I'm saying. He was. Every day, a different bag when he gave him the work.
I sure enough was. And I was done. Joseph, don't try it, because you was done too. Me and Joseph used to come to work like we were superstars.
Then you was doing it with different bags.
Oh, sure enough was. I was a superstar, honey. When I came, and don't get a child, when I came into work, they couldn't take it. They couldn't take me, Miss Thing. They couldn't take me.
That we was dating. It was a mess.
They couldn't take me, Miss Thing.
And you know me, I had a coat for every occasion.
And I had hair. I had hair, and I didn't have these glasses. I used to, for most of my adult life, I wore gray contacts. Remember, Joseph? I'm gonna post that picture to the community wall so y'all can see it. I used to wear contact lenses. I always wore gray contacts.
And that's why everybody used to, honestly, me and Tramel, without knowing, it wasn't even something we were doing on purpose. We would, a lot of times when we come to work dressed alike in the same outfit, just in a different color. He wore gray contacts. My eyes were anything from green, blue to hazel to gray. He had big gaudy jewelry.
I used to always a child. I had chains around my child.
You would have thought he was Mr. T back then, no lie.
Yeah.
I didn't do rings on every finger.
That's what we used to call. I was bling blinging. I wasn't wearing no fake shit.
A ring or two. And
I wasn't wearing no fake shit. I was.
If I saw something on him I wanted, I'd be like, give me that.
And I would give it to him.
Or give me that chain.
I was bling bling.
It'll access my outfit today.
Yeah, sure would.
And then I was like a walking air freshener. As soon as I come in the room, honey, I'm giving you a waft of something floral and pretty. And Joseph, oh my God, you smell delicious.
The girls couldn't take us. The girls couldn't take us. The girls, they always wanted to be around either me or Joseph. They couldn't take us. They couldn't take it. Yes, they could take it.
I didn't, Monte. My hair, as y'all see, if y'all can see when I do it, is curly naturally. Like Tremel, he was shocked. He was like, your hair is naturally curly like this? I said, what you thought I was S-curling it?
Well, see, I had the S-curl. That's why I got no damn hair now. From the S-curl. Y'all men y'all be putting that stuff in y'all hair. I'm telling you, and you end up, you're gonna have to wear a man unit.
Hey,
well, go ahead. You come see me. I'll make you one. I'll make you a man. And by the way, anybody that's interested in getting a man unit like this, just inbox me. Inbox me. I can make anything. And ladies, if you're interested in getting a wig, inbox me. I make wigs. Yeah. But unfortunately, life changed. Had to take the jewelry and pawn it. Had to take the timeshares and the stocks and all the investments through Fidelity, and had to turn them in and cash them in. When you become disabled, your income is fixed. You have to, you try to hold on to it as long as you can. But then when you don't have any other choice, because you have co-pays and you have to, get things for your well-being, it all changes.
Well, the part that made me mad was they had certification from the doctors and everything of what was wrong with me, that I had to be on dialysis. I don't know if it was just the state of New Jersey, but I was told by somebody else it was the same thing where they live. So I guess it's just a disability rule that you have to be disabled for 5 consecutive months before it kicks in. So I'm looking like, okay, what am I going to do for 5 months?
Oh, because your kidney. Yeah, see, kidney disease. People that are diagnosed with kidney disease, they go through hell when they first become disabled.
Like,
because I remember when I became disabled, I had to wait a year before they would give me any type of medical insurance. Like, I couldn't even get Medicare for a whole year.
No, they gave me right away.
I couldn't even get that.
They gave me that right away.
So I went a year without any type of insurance or anything like that. And I wasn't eligible for Medicaid because they said my income was too high.
I didn't get that. And then my job lied and said I quit when they fired me because they said I couldn't work with the doctor's restrictions. So I had to wait for unemployment to do an investigation that took 2 months, because they said they were sending them my resignation letter. I said, please let them send a resignation letter, because I was going to go up in that job and turn it completely out, because I never wrote one. So luckily for me, the person I was talking to there was good, because he was like, well, I don't know. I said, look, I have no money. I'm not playing games with them. I didn't quit. I have proof. So he was like, well, I said, I have proof. If I could email you these text messages between me and my supervisor, I can prove that they fired me. And he was like, well, I said, you can call them and ask that this is her name and information. And he was like, well, I'm not supposed to do that, but if you just happen to send an email to, so I sent him an email. So, because they had told me just keep filing, like, for unemployment, so that by the time it was approved, that I would get all my money from the time. So I sent him the emails, and I'm laying on the couch one day. I'm like, oh my God, my cell phone is going to get turned off. I'm hungry right now. If it wasn't for my sister and her husband, I ain't going to lie, taking care of me for those 5 months, child, because they took care of me like I was their second child. I ain't even gonna lie. And something just said, I'm laying on the couch, depressed, mad, angry, and something just said, look in your bank account. So I'm like, what I want to see? A negative 25. And I looked at my bank account and it was over $700 and something in it. Child, I probably jumped square off that couch without touching the floor. And I was like, "Ooh, let me go to the store to get me something to drink." Like, it just felt good to have money to do what I wanted to do, because it was a horrible feeling to go from being who I was to this. Was like, I couldn't. It was depressing.
And people think that, when you're disabled, because we get a raise every year, right? They think you get a whole bunch of money. We get $1, $1. See, because your disability, when you get a raise, is based on the cost of living. So if the cost of living doesn't go up or change, you don't get a raise. But if it does, you get a whole $1. A whole 4 quarters. That's it. 4 quarters. And that 4 quarters can mess you up.
No, that 4 quarters get taken right away.
No, it can mess you up. It can mess you up because if there's certain guidelines. You have to stay below a minimum in order to get certain things. If you $1 over, I remember I was $1 over, and they took away all the benefits that I had. So I had to come out of my pocket and pay like $600 and $400 for my insulin. I had to pay $80 for one of my medications, my neuropathy medication. It was a nightmare. This was last year. This was just last year. But it's a blessing. It's a blessing. I don't have that problem anymore. The only problem I have now is that, and see, you get the very basic of services. You get the very basic of things. Very basic. Like, for instance, I just got what they call a CGM device. A CGM device is a diabetes tester that you put on your arm and you scan it. They have this little scanner or your phone, and it scans you and checks your blood sugar. Check your blood sugar every 5 minutes. It monitors your blood sugar. Right? My insurance don't cover it. The little monitor, the little sensor that I need, $67. Right? 67? Is it $67 for a 14-day sensor. $67. And I have to get 2. So do the math. Yeah, so there's certain things that they will cover and they won't cover. They just don't cover it. And then if you have Medicaid and Medicare, they'll bounce back to each other. Well, Medicaid will say, well, let Medicare pay for it. Medicare say, I ain't paying for that. Let Medicaid pay for it. Matter of fact, we ain't paying for that. Get you a diabetes test where you have to prick your finger 4 times a day. That's what happens. But nevertheless, we are we're blessed. We're blessed. We're blessed. We really are blessed. Which brings me to not so much today's inspiration, but I wanted to have a conversation with us. I want to have a conversation with us about the way in which we support one another. Myself and a colleague of mine were having a conversation about how we support one another, And one of the things she was saying was, she was like, there's no, why don't Black women have, as much as we invest in the hair industry, I never seen a Black woman with a beauty supply store. I said, you know why? Because if a Black woman opened up a beauty supply store, nobody would come. Nobody would come. They would go to Mayling's. They go to Mayling's beauty supply store before they go to a Black woman's beauty supply store. And here's the reason why. And, for those of you that get in your feelings about it, I'm talking to you because this is what we do to one another. This is what we do to one another. We don't support one another. Give you a prime example. There's this young lady that is a millionaire now. She's a millionaire. She's a black woman. She's a millionaire. She made most of her money in the hair industry by selling hair on the internet, right? So now she goes around the country and she does seminars on how to make money selling hair on the internet, right? And one of the things that she says that you should never do is you should never tell them that you're black. Isn't that something? Ain't that something, Joseph? She said you should never tell them you're black. She said when you open up your online store to sell hair, what you need to tell them, you need to pick out a name, a Chinese name. See, because black women buy hair from Chinese people. They ain't gonna buy it from Bonquisha. Well, maybe I got too little too ghetto from that with that. But they ain't gonna buy it from Melissa's Beauty Supply. But they will buy it from Mei Ling's Beauty Supply. This is what we do to one another. Same thing when we have black business. I hear so much. Matter of fact, our cousin Val, she during the month of during Black History Month, she tries to post a black business every day, right? Mm-hmm. Support black businesses. But this is what we as people do in our communities. We say, I want to support black business. I want to support black business. I want to support business, right? Now, give you a prime example. We'll go to Macy's and we'll see a pair of Sean John jeans, right? Mm-hmm. And the Sean John jeans will cost $250, right? We'll go to a black business and see those same Sean John jeans, and they'll cost $250. And we'll walk up in the store and say, that's too much money. But we'll go to Macy's and we'll buy those Sean John jeans for $250. See, when we go to a black business, we expect for them to give you a discount. Oh, I don't want to pay. I'm not paying that for that. I'm paying $50. $50. This is what we do to one another. That's why that's why a lot of black businesses don't sustain. That's why they don't prosper. Because we as people don't support our own people. Why is that, Joseph? Why don't we support it? And Joseph, Joseph, I know where you gonna go. Sometimes you go. Sometimes you go there. I want to hear about the black people, the black businesses that don't do right and all that stuff. I'm talking about. Let's say Tracy opened up a florist shop, and let's say she made beautiful flower arrangements and so on and so forth, and she was in the black community, and for the majority of people that came to her were came to her because they needed flowers for like funeral arrangements and weddings and so on, and she was very professional.
I think no. See,
why is it that we as don't support our own people?
No,
we always want a discount
here and that. I think a florist, a black florist, as long as the floral arrangements are good, I think black people will use them, especially if they're in the neighborhood. I think they would always go in there looking for a discount because they always look for a discount.
Why we as black people always look for a discount from my own people? Why I got to give you a discount?
But when it comes to here, I think it's because they think that only the Asians have the best hair. And I know a guy on my Facebook page, he sells hair, and he actually did, and he's black, and he actually did a comparison between the hair that he sells and the hair that you're buying, and he sent it away, and the hair that you're buying has more than human hair in it. it had hair that they couldn't even identify. And then his hair was pure hair.
Right.
And, you know, he
but
said
the same hair that Asians get, we can get.
But he said the same thing, that people always want a discount. They feel his hair is too expensive. They want more than what he's willing to give them.
No, listen. I'm not talking about quality.
No,
listen.
I'm saying, but he's saying that they won't buy his hair.
No, listen.
Black women won't buy his hair because they want a discount and they feel his hair is too expensive, which in actuality, that's going to be anybody that owns a black business with hair, because they're going to feel that their hair is. I can go to, I want to be politically correct.
No, listen. You're not answering the question that I need for you to answer. What I'm saying to you is this:
because I'm not talking.
No. I'm not talking about quality. Let's take quality and all that stuff off the table. What I'm talking about is this: is why is it not me? Because I don't do this. If I support a black business, I support a black business. Why is it that we as black people, I don't care what the quality is and so on and so forth. I'm not talking about that. Because we can talk about that all day. Why is it that we as black people can go into Macy's and see a pair of $250 Saint jeans and see those same jeans in a black business, and we go in there and we get mad. Hold on. We get mad because we feel this. The consumer feels as though just because you're black and I'm black, that you need to give me a discount or your prices in your store need to be lower. That ain't right. Why? Instead of just supporting that business. That's why. Because we can never evolve. We can never evolve.
Because they expect you to give them something for nothing because you're black. And they're black.
Yeah.
And they want a discount.
Why? Why not just support black business?
So because you won't give them a discount.
I'm not saying that you support black business people that sell low quality stuff or that procrastinate or that you know, they just have subpar customers. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if there's a black business in your community and there are good black business in your community that has good quality merchandise, you go in the store, their workers are nice, you know, professional, so on and so forth. Why not support that business?
That ain't the question you need to ask. The question you need to ask is, why is it because I'm black and you're black, I'm supposed to give you a discount? Right. That's what it is.
That's what I said.
That's what anything. I've watched people that my sister, she tells people that she knows she wrote a book and how much it is. Well, am I going to get a discount?
Right.
Bitch, if I was giving you a discount, I wouldn't have told you the price.
Right.
Like, how am I supposed to eat? Right. How am I supposed to live giving you a discount just because you black?
You'll spend $75 on Oprah's book, but my sister-in-law who wrote a book, you want her to give you a free copy. Right. A free copy, just because
you know her.
Yeah, because you know her.
And if you want me to read it, then you should just give it to me. Yeah. Like, what's the actual knowledge behind that? How am I supposed to eat if I just keep giving you free shit?
Yeah, see, people don't do that.
Like, for example,
they don't do that. Let me tell you something. These people right here, they don't do that. You know what they do? Okay, Gene, you wrote a book? Okay, well, I'm going to buy 7 copies so I can have them all to give to all of my sisters. We're going to have a book club. Not us. Not us. Now, I know y'all don't want to have this conversation, but like I told y'all, we would never be able to evolve and enjoy the fruits of our evolution and all that good stuff until we come together as a people and have these hard conversations. Some of these conversations going to be hard, y'all. It's 21. It is what it is. Some of these conversations are not going to be nice. You're not going to like them. But it is what it is. We don't support one another. We need to support one another more. And like I said, we need to support those businesses that are good businesses in our black community, not only in our black communities, but in our communities, period. We need to start supporting. We do, Joseph. We need to start supporting them.
Well, you have to support the ones that ain't gonna just okie doke because they are black.
Yeah. And you business owners, you people that own you people that have businesses.
Because I'm trying to support black businesses, and I got jerked around.
The same thing.
I got jerked around.
The same thing. When I go to these people's store, I want the same quality. When I go to your store, I want the same thing.
I got nasty food.
I want the same thing.
I got everything. Please, I don't want the same thing because I don't want them following me around. No.
I'm talking about in terms of the customer service.
Let's keep it real. White people don't give you all that grand customer service.
No, I'm not saying that they do. Joseph.
We will go in there and take them following us around.
I'm not talking about that, Joseph. That's not what I'm talking about.
What I'm saying is, and still buy their stuff. So, but and let it happen in the black store, we got a problem. Oh, I don't like that.
Okay, well, we can have that conversation at another time. But what I'm saying to you is this. What I'm saying to you is this. We need to start supporting businesses that the same. Period. Poo. If I went to your establishment, if you have a candy store, and somebody down the street has a candy store, yours is good quality. You sell good quality. Why can't I support you? That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the ones that be following you out there. That's not what I don't want to get into all that. Because we as consumers,
white people give you better service than black people.
I didn't say white people give you black. I didn't say that. That's not what I said.
I want the same service.
No. That's not what I said. I said I want the same service. If I go into Macy's and buy a pair of pants for $250, and I go into your store and buy a pair of $250 jeans, I want the same service. Period. I'm not talking about people following you around the store.
No, what I'm telling you,
that's not what I'm talking about. You're the one that started that.
People will go in your store and say you have an attitude and won't buy shit. They'll go in a white person's store and be followed all around, pick up everything they want, and go to the cash register and purchase it. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So when I say the same, then don't get mad at Shanika when she giving you an attitude. If you're going to go in a white store and let them follow you around like you a thief and still put your stuff on the counter, but in the black store, get mad because she got an attitude and don't want to buy nothing from them. That's what I'm saying, because that's what we do. That's what we do. You will go in a black store and get an attitude with them, say, oh, she got an attitude, I'm not buying nothing out of here. Yeah. And then go in a white store and get followed around like you a thief and still put your shit on the counter and pay for it. That's what I'm talking about. That's the difference. You want to ostracize the black ones because you don't like their attitude, but you'll patronize the white ones who as soon as you walk through the door, thought you was a motherfucking thief and was following you around the whole store. You don't leave. You still put your shit on the counter and pay for it. That's what I'm going to say that
to that.
Now,
you elaborated on it.
I wouldn't buy either one of them.
You elaborated on it, but I wasn't going that far into it. All I was saying is as a black business, we need to start supporting black business. Regardless what it is.
We will find. My point is, we will find every excuse under the sun not to buy from the black person. Mm-hmm. But the white people can do the same thing to us, and we'll still go in their store and buy what we want to buy.
That's true.
That was the point I'm trying to make.
That's true.
So that's why when you said I want the same service, I was like, no, because white people.
No, I do want the same service.
No, good service.
Yeah, I want good service
from both sides.
I want good service.
But what I'm saying is, black people will get horrible service from white people and still purchase their stuff.
Right.
Get bad service from black people and won't purchase their stuff. Go online and talk about how Shaniqua had an attitude and don't go in that store and blah, 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 but still won't Google nothing about the white store.
Right, but what I meant when I said same
is
I'll be talking about good business people. If there's a business that's good like this, and there's a business that's good like that, they should get the same. They should get the same patronage. Is what I'm saying. If they both are professional and all those things that come with being a good business person. If you're a good business person, that's what I'm saying. I want the same service. But maybe I didn't elaborate on it. Thank you for elaborating on that because you're absolutely right. Because that's what we do. We do. We will go into a big department store and we'll go in there and we'll shop and we'll go and we'll buy something and then child the alarm go off and you got the Secret Service at the door. And then get mad when you go to one of our businesses and you get the same service. Well, not the same service because for the most part, they've been in volume rental store.
Because we know how it feel. But you just might get mad because you think Tyrone or Shaniqua got an attitude.
Yeah.
I'm not buying nothing from here.
And you know what? Let me say this too. Let me say this also. Shout out to the fast food workers. See, because they get a crappy. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them they get a crappy deal, Joseph. There's been times when we've gone into fast food restaurants and had the nicest service. You know that. We have. But then there are some times when we've been in there, child, and you say, how is this person working in this restaurant? But I look online and I see things. How people treat people, based on what they think, oh, you get paid minimum wage. So you're a minion. Just like the Uber. If y'all ain't never went on YouTube, just go on YouTube and look at some of the ways these Uber drivers get treated. You people that ride Uber, some of y'all need y'all ass kicked. Some of y'all need y'all ass kicked. Y'all get in the Uber and act like a damn fool. That's what that dude, that Puerto Rican dude, he got mad because the Uber driver wouldn't change his radio station. That's his car. I wish the hell you would get in my car and tell me what radio station I need to turn to. I'm paying you. Yeah, you paying me, but you ain't paying my car. But listen, I'm not your slave. There was one girl, she got mad because her phone went dead and the Uber driver didn't have a charger for her. So she started harassing him. She started hitting him. And he pulled over. He was like, ma'am, you can get out my car. Get out my car. I'm not going nowhere. I'm going to call her. She started screaming like this man was killing her. When the police get here, I'm going to tell you. First of all, don't y'all know y'all being recorded? You don't have a right to record me. Who told you that? And that brother that disrespected, he was disrespectful. This Puerto Rican dude was disrespectful in his spirit. He was talking about he was a Trump supporter. He was talking about how he was talking about black people. The whole nine. Lost his job. Had a good job working for the state. When they saw that video, he ain't got no job now. He want to apologize. I ain't say apologize. He want to apologize. So some of the time, some of the things y'all people, you consumers do to people that's out here working and risking their life. I was watching one of these. This lady didn't want to put her mask on in his car. Oh, bitch, you get in my car. You putting on a mask.
And first of all,
you putting on a mask, bitch.
It tells you can't get in the car without a mask.
Or get out my car. You're not getting in my car without a mask. And they be wanting to fight. They be wanting to fight when these Uber drivers say, okay, ma'am, I done gave you 5 warnings to put your mask on. You got to get out my car. This one dude, he got mad because the Uber driver wasn't driving fast enough for him. So the man pulled over and was like, get out my car. He hit him in the back of the head. That's crazy. You pay your ride about $10. And you think somebody's supposed to be your slave. What the hell? Hell. Hell. What the hell you think you are? And that's the thing. We talked about customer service for the most part today, Joseph. Here's the key to getting anything you want when you pick up the phone and call that customer service rep. What you got to do, Joseph?
Be nice.
That's it. I don't care what your situation is. I don't care what your situation is. The nicer you are, the more you get done. I promise you that. The next time you pick up the phone, because your cable went out, or because you got a bill in the mail, whatever the case may be, you treat that customer service rep
Patricia, ask the question that you want to ask, even though it's off topic. Ask.
You treat that customer service rep the way you want to be treated, and I promise you, you'll get the job done. They'll get the job done. Sometimes you might not get all the answers that you want, but they'll get the job done.
But now sometimes, in all fairness to the customer, sometimes you do get some customer service reps that no matter how nice you are,
they jerks. Yeah,
they gotta stick up their ass.
Yeah,
and at that point,
then that's when you let their ass have it.
You can either do that, or I'm gonna give you a little secret. Always take the survey. Always. Yeah. If you don't get good customer service, fail them on the survey. Zeros across the board. I guarantee you, in 10 to 20 minutes after you do that survey, a supervisor is going to call you back and ask you what happened. That rep is going to get pulled into the office and they're going to listen to the phone call. That's why I'm telling you, if you go off with them, it's going to not look good for either one of the two of you. But if you stay calm and nice and they are the ones giving you grief, trust and believe.
Take the survey.
That representative will be reprimanded and written up and everything else under the sun. Because it's happened to me.
Yeah, take the survey.
But I didn't get in trouble because I was smart.
Last but not least, when all else fails, take it to Twitter. I promise you, take it to Twitter. Go on Twitter and go to whatever corporate site that is, and just put your issue out there. And as less words as you possibly can. Put your issue that you have with that company.
Patricia asked a question.
What's that?
She says, if someone that you were close to did something, can you talk to them and see if y'all can reconcile the relationship, and would it be the same? And it depends on what it is. For me, it would depend on what it is. And no, it probably would never be the same.
It's not.
Depending on what it is.
It's not going to be the same.
Yeah,
it's not going to be the same. It's never if you want to reconcile.
I mean, that's
you have to go into it knowing that it's not going to be the same. First of all, number two, reconciliation is it takes effort. It takes effort from both parties. If you can have reconciliation, it would be different for if you do if you want to reconcile on your end, it would be the same. But the other person that you're going to, 9 times out of 10 for them, even if they agree, it's not going to be the same because they're not going to trust you. And see, again, it depends on what was done. It depends on what was done. I'm taking it as breaking trust and stuff like that. But if it's about trust, then that will never be the same because if you're reconciling. Even if you were the one that broke the trust, for you it may be the same, but for them it's going to be different because they're never really going to trust you. And if it's you that you just miss your friend and you want to reconcile, would you really be willing to trust them again, or would you really be willing to? Well, I think you can trust again. I just know that. Whatever has happened, and like you said, it depends on what has happened. Right. It depends on what has happened. What has happened is always going to be there. It has happened. Because it's always going to be in the back of both of your minds. People say, I can forgive, but I can't forget. You can't. You'll never forget. The only, it'll be in the back of your mind. The only way it will come up is if that person does something that's reminiscent of that. But I agree. It's not going to be the same.
once you show me who you are, then
I say thank you. Thank you. Once you show me who you are, I say thank you.
Like, it's 9 times out of 10, it ain't the first time. Because most people, if y'all are friends or whatever, they don't just cut you off the first time. Because y'all are friends. Now, if you're not really friends, then I can see them cutting you off. But most people will give you a chance. Even if you did something once, they'll be like, oh, okay, well, that was the one time. And then the second time, and then the third time. But for me, you get one time.
See, some things just ain't reconcilable.
With they just not. You might get 2.
Not no more.
Not no more. But in the beginning, with Tramel, you would get 2.
I learned my lesson about that.
And then, some things is you just can't come back from.
Yeah, you just can't come back from. Like, for instance, my best friend. Well, she was my best friend. Stood up at my wedding and everything. All it took for her was to say one thing, and the friendship was over. Never. I have absolutely no. And I haven't spoken to her since that day. Hung up the phone on her. Haven't spoken to her since that day. And don't have any reason to speak to her. Don't have any. We'll never bump into one another. There's no way for us. She's been wanting to reconcile. She's been trying through social media to reconcile. No. Some things you can't come back from. I think we say yesterday. One of my sayings is, "Don't take something away from me. Don't take something that you can't get back." But sometimes you can't get it back. Sometimes you just can't get it back. She can't get it back. I miss her. I do. I miss her, but it'll never be the same. I know it. I know it will never be the same. From what she said.
Right.
You remember what she said? Never.
But because there are things that you just can't say to people and think that,
it's forgivable. And you know what? I forgive her. I forgive her, but I know. I just know.
But I had a different situation with my best friend, and he stopped speaking to me, and I didn't know why. And I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to somebody and ask them why they stopped speaking to me when I know in my spirit I didn't do nothing to you. So I'm not going and asking you what the problem is, because if we've been friends that long and you decide you want to cut me off, apparently, either I did something that I don't know about that wasn't intentional, or you just decided you don't want to fuck with me no more. Mm-hmm. So we ended up in the same place at the same time. And we was walking past each other like we didn't even know each other. It was kind of hard because that's my best friend. And everybody knew wherever I was, he was. Mm-hmm. And vice versa. Wherever he was, I was. It was hard, but it was like, okay, this is the way things are now. Mm-hmm. And then he came to me and was like, why do you hate me? I'm like, I don't hate you. Mm-hmm. He was like, well, you did such and such and so and so. And I'm like, but that wasn't about you. What? I said, that had nothing to do with you. That wasn't about you. And you know me. I would never put something on social media that was about you. Right. I would pick up a phone and call you if I had a problem. Like, exactly.
Just had that situation come up.
But in the same token, sometimes people just are emotional in a moment. Mm-hmm. And if you thought I was talking about you and you decided I'm sick of this bitch, that's fine.
Why do people do that?
That was something for me that was like, you know what? I'm mad at it. But I'm not mad to lose my friend of over 20 years.
Right.
So long as we know that we have this understanding, and that I say, first of all, you and I always made a pact that certain things we do on the phone and say to each other on the phone, we would never put on Facebook or social media. And both of them have stuck to that. So I'm still confused as to why you think I would do something like that to you. But at the same token, I get it. Because sometimes we just have a moment. We have a day. And we just be like, I'm done. And I get it. So I'm not mad at it. And I'm okay with it. My feelings was hurt.
Right.
And then at the time was when I was going through my whole dialysis stuff. So like when I told him everything that was going on, he's sitting there crying like, oh my God, I should have been there for you. I'm your best friend. You're like my brother. We're brother. I'm like, it's fine. I'm okay with that because I get it. But that was something that I got. But everybody can't do that to me because I have another friend that I don't care what you say to me. We will never speak again in this lifetime.
Right.
So, you know, it just happened to me. It happened.
Yeah.
It was what it was. And, you know, you shouldn't have did what you did because I'm done. And I proved that I was done when I completely disconnected myself from you, blocked you from everything, unless you're watching this video right now. And I'm just done because I'm like, I don't care. 15 years, I don't give a damn. Because you didn't care about 15 years, so why should I? Just is what it is.
That just happened to me. Another person. We were friends. At least I thought we were. Until I realized how this person was kicking my back in. Never, ever, 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 ever speak to this person again. Don't wish no bad. Don't wish no bad juju. No nothing on them.
See, we talk about friendships, but then when she put in there, when I love hard.
I do too.
And when someone hurt me, I hurt deep. Now, if it's a love interest, then that's again different.
Yeah, love interest is different.
Because I would probably forgive somebody that I was in love with or we were dating if they came.
It depends on the situation.
And again, it depends on the situation. Because
it depends on the situation.
Certain situations I just can't come back from, and I'm not even going to pretend like I can.
Right.
But it's depending on, again, what it is.
It's your endurance, whatever. Listen. I've come to a time in my life where I have zero tolerance for some things. I'm just at peace. I'm just at peace with things. You know, I'm at peace with certain things. I'm at peace with certain not being friends with certain people that hurt me. I'm not. I refuse. I refuse to be. I refuse. No. But that's just me. I'm the type of person, if I got a place in my heart for you, and you take that and you rip that out, still love you. Love you. But no.
Patricia, see, that was what I was talking about with my friend of 15 years. Like, the stuff you told me, I never said a word about it. But the stuff I told him, he went blabbing it to everybody. And then added lies to it. And then when he never dreamt that somebody would come and tell me. And
see, just because you forgive somebody, that don't mean y'all got to be all kumbaya and friends and going out to the club together and all that. So just because you forgave that don't mean y'all got to be. Know that if you forgive, it's never going to be the same. It's never going to be the same. When something changes, it doesn't go back to what it was.
And would you trust them again? Like, would you trust them to?
It's more than just trust.
No, but what I'm saying is, it goes back to that, because my thing is, if I'm gonna reconcile with you, I want our friendship the way it was. But I'm not gonna come and tell you things that I normally would have told you, because I can't trust you. Because
if you want the friendship the way it was, then it don't make no sense for you to even reconcile with that person, because it's not going to be that.
But if I think the other person would, because the other person is the one that did her wrong.
But why would you have that expectation? Listen, Joseph, no, it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. I don't care if you forgave. I don't care if you moved on from it. It's not going to be the same. It's going to be different. It's either going to get better or worse. Better or worse. But you can't you can't forgive and then have an expectation of it being the way it was. Because it's never going to be the way it was. Because the way it was, if it was the way it was, if it's going back to the way it was, then y'all should have stopped speaking in the first place.
But I agree. It probably won't be the same. It definitely won't be the same on your part. Even though you miss your friend, it won't be the same on your part. as much as in your mind you think it will be, it won't, because you won't be as open and you won't be as willing to divulge as much as you did before. On their part, if you cut them off, they'll probably say, okay, I'm sorry and give you an apology. But see, for me, my thing is, as I got older, I just say, and Tremel will tell you, I told him this. I said, I'm never going to say anything to you that I have to come back and say, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. I'm never going to, and my thing is.
Now, see, family is different,
At some point,
I think family is different.
People need to stop doing things because they can't say, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Like, people do stuff and think.
Anybody know how to apologize?
That I'm going to say, I'm sorry.
Anybody know how to apologize?
Everything's going to be grand, and it don't work that way.
Yeah, it don't.
And people need to stop doing that. Because I'm sorry is not going to always fix everything that you do to people. It just is not. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. Because 9 times out of 10, most people, when you say I'm sorry, they're like, yeah, okay, whatever. They don't take it as genuine. They don't take it as sincere.
No, but sometimes sorry do fix things. Because I can say, you know what I did to you, I apologize. First of all, you can't. First of all, when you're to apologize, you got to know how to apologize. That if I did something to you, I apologize, that shit don't work. Because that means that you don't know what you did. So that's a apologize.
But sometimes
that's a apologize.
People don't know what they did.
Uh-huh.
People don't know what they did.
Okay, then y'all need to have a conversation before you apologize.
But you just flew up the handle. Okay, so you have a conversation. And they be like, but I didn't do that. Or that wasn't my intent.
Okay.
Or whatever. I get why sometimes people say, well, if you feel like I did that to you, I apologize. Because if I know that wasn't my intent, I'm not going to sit there and apologize and say, oh, I'm sorry. Because that was not my intent.
Right.
So I'm going to say,
but you got to know what you're apologizing for.
Tremel, you and I both know. If I came to you and said, if you feel that I did that, I apologize, you fly off the handle.
Yeah.
That's not sincere.
It sure enough ain't.
But it is. Because
anybody know how to apologize? That's a apologize.
No, it ain't. It's if you feel that somebody did something to you and they're telling you that wasn't my intent, that's not what
well, see, I'm going to be clear. I'm going to be like, Joseph, you did such and such.
And I didn't do that to you.
Okay.
I didn't mean it the way you took it.
Okay.
So if you felt some kind of way behind that, I apologize for how that you feel that way, but that wasn't my intent.
No, not if. See, you put the if in there. I apologize.
No.
Okay, well.
Because that wasn't my intent.
Okay, well, that's what you say. That wasn't my intent. I apologize.
That wasn't my intent. So
if you
feel some kind of way, I apologize.
No. That wasn't my intent.
So if you feel some kind of way, I apologize.
That wasn't my intent. I apologize.
So if you feel that kind of way, I apologize.
That wasn't my intent.
If you feel
no. No.
Yes.
No. No. No, Joseph.
See, when I say that, it's basically saying, I'm not sorry for what I did.
Yeah.
But if you took what I did the wrong way, I'm sorry.
No. There go that if.
No.
Why you gotta use if? Why can't you just say that was Joseph?
Because if you
hurt me. It wasn't my no. Joseph, you hurt me. That wasn't my intention to hurt you, Tremel. I apologize.
Well, it depends on what it is. Like when you was having a fit, saying I was looking at you like you was crazy, and I'm like, well, what the hell am I doing? I'm not apologizing for a look that you interpreting to be something that it's not.
Right.
You like that's crazy, and I'm like, okay, well, if I'm looking at you some kind of way, I apologize.
No. Why? See, you on that Janet Jackson shit. If. Why you got to say if? Why come? Why you got to say if? Why come?
Because.
Why can't you just... It wasn't my intention. So look at you crazy. You ain't got to apologize for that shit. Don't be coming to me with no apology. See, because I'm like this. I'm sorry.
But you can't tell a person how to apologize.
I ain't telling you how to apologize. I'm telling you what I know. I'm not. I'm telling you how. I'm
goes,
telling you how I'm
okay,
going
so
to receive your apology.
If a person looks at you and says, "Well, I'm sorry," then what?
If it's not sincere, I'm not accepting it.
But how do you know?
Because if you give me that, first of all, if you give me that, I'm gonna beat you in the face. Number one, I'm gonna beat you in the face. You're gonna get beat in the face. Bam. Just grab by the head. Bam.
But if the person sincerely says to you, you know, that wasn't my intent, and if you feel that way, I apologize.
Why you got to put the if in there? You put the if. There you go, Janet Jackson.
If you feel that way, I apologize.
No, I already told you I feel that way.
But it's letting you know.
I already told you I feel that way. I don't like that word.
I don't feel.
I don't like that word. I don't like Janet Jackson's song. If I don't like that, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. No, all you have to do is say that wasn't my intention. That's it.
And if you feel that way, I apologize.
Why you got to say? And if you feel that way, I told you. I done told your black ass.
Because if you
that I feel that way, that's the way I feel. That's the way I feel. Why you got to say if you feel that way?
Because if you feel that way, I apologize. Because clearly I don't. Because that wasn't my intent. But if you feel that way, I apologize for you feeling that way. It ain't gonna change. We can say it, go back and forth all day long. It ain't gonna change.
I know.
Because I'm not apologizing for something that I feel I didn't do.
I didn't say.
No.
Y'all, listen. Y'all get it?
So what if you tell me, what if you tell me I made you feel some kind of way and I go, oh, well, I'm sorry, that wasn't my intent.
You already apologized. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all I need from you. I don't need this. What if you think that I did that to you? Why you got to?
That's not what I said. I said if you feel that.
Why you got to say if you feel that way? I told you I felt that way. That's why I feel. Damn it.
Right, and if you feel that way,
how do you feel?
I'm fine with whatever happened.
How do you feel?
I'm fine.
How do you feel? Is it sincere? Is it sincere?
I don't even know why we have this conversation.
I don't know why we have this conversation either.
I didn't mean to make you feel that.
Well, good. Right.
And if you would have said something when you felt that way, we wouldn't be sitting here.
Exactly. Stop sitting up there saying something.
That's what you wanted to do.
I didn't want to sit up there and say something. I told you how I felt. You go with this shit
in the bushes and get all up in your feelings instead of coming out of the bushes and telling me what the hell the problem was.
Sending texts and carrying on and things and doing what have you.
Exactly.
Don't know what you talking about.
And you running around talking about me behind my back.
Sitting up there saying something.
Then I have to find out from other people you got a problem.
Yeah. Why come? And then here you come.
Because you sitting up there saying something.
Here you come.
In the bushes. But you could have just said it in the beginning when it happened.
That's right.
I don't like the way you made me
That's
feel.
Right.
And I could have said, well, it wasn't my intent to make you feel that
That's
way.
Right.
And I apologize if you feel that way.
Making videos and sending subliminal messages and things. I got some subliminal motherfucking messages for you. I said I wasn't gonna cuss. Y'all got me cussing now, damn it.
Roxanne said she like when we argue and she be praying and I set you off.
Roxanne, you see, y'all see, the more I see, that's the thing with y'all. The more I try to change, see, y'all see, I got no hammer no more. I said I wasn't gonna find nothing in 21. Come on, Tyrone. I said I wasn't gonna find nothing in 21. I said I was gonna be a 53 evolution. 53 evolution. I was gonna try to do things different. I'm trying to do things different. But y'all always shut up, Joseph. Don't do that. Don't do that. The more I try to change, the more things remain the same. Y'all always want me to go back. Why y'all want me to go back? Why y'all trying to get me to go back there? I ain't trying to go back there. I ain't trying to bust somebody's side the head in 21. Y'all ain't gonna make me do it. I'm gonna get on my knees and I'm gonna pray. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna say it's okay.
Roxanne said, but all the fiction, stay out of it. You messing up my entertainment.
Hell. I'm gonna get on my knees and I'm gonna pray. That's what I'm gonna do. And the ones that see, if you work my damn nerves, you ain't got to worry about coming. You ain't got to apologize to me. You ain't got to come apologize to me. I'm fine without your apology. Apologize at you. I mean, that's what I call it. Apologize. You ain't got to apologize to me.
I ain't never seen somebody in my life demand you apologize to them in a certain way.
I ain't say you had to apologize to me in a certain way. All I said was your apology got to be sincere.
But then when you are sincere and come to him and say, you know what, Jamel, I apologize that I made you feel that way. I don't accept it. And storm off into the next room. Then the next day.
Yeah, I don't accept your apology at the moment.
Next day, they come and tell you.
I accept your apology. I wasn't ready to receive that. I wasn't ready to receive that.
I want to apologize to you because I was wrong. And you sit and say, okay.
Oh, I didn't say that. Did I say that?
You did.
I said, I accept your apology.
No, you did not. You apologized to me and I told you, but I'm not apologizing to you again because you said you don't.
Yeah, because you're a mean witch.
No,
you're a witch. You're a wicked witch.
I did it once and you stole
it. Well,
you accept it?
You're a wicked witch. The wicked witch of the West. Ding dong. The witch is dead.
I don't have time.
Okay.
One and done. One and done.
You better not go to sleep today. I swear to God. You better not go to sleep. I'm gonna pour a whole bucket of cold water on your back.
I'm about to fry either.
Oh, cold. Oh.
Yeah.
That's why I took some fish out. Pour a whole bucket of cold water on you today. It wouldn't be us if we wasn't combative, y'all. That's what makes this work.
This is what we do all day long.
That's what makes this work.
When we get off of here, this is what we do all day long. No lie.
That's what makes this work.
And then we sit back and laugh at each other.
It don't get serious. Maybe once in a blue moon.
Once in a blue moon, I might have.
Once in a blue moon, child. We just start tearing shit up.
The neighbors call the police on us. He starts breaking up stuff.
Yeah.
It happens.
That's
what happens when you're married.
Bipolar disorder.
One day he gonna make me knock the shit out of him.
He ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna do nothing to nobody. He ain't gonna do nothing to nobody. He know better. And y'all women, y'all stop jumping up in these men's faces. Did y'all see the haves and have-nots? Remember when Veronica jumped up in her husband's face and he pimp slapped her. He slapped her. She spun. Y'all stop jumping up in people's face, these men's faces, and thinking that you ain't gonna get spun or tased or some shit.
Roxanne said she laughed so hard that she forgot what the argument was about. We do too sometimes. That's the bad part.
I can't even tell you. What was the last fight about?
When I fell.
When you fell? Yeah.
And you should help me up.
I'm in the car with the music on, and here he come. I broke my ankle. He know good and goddamn well he ain't break his damn ankle.
I meant to say knee.
And then he gonna cuss me out. Cause I'm in the car with the music on. How am I supposed to know that he done fell outside? Ain't nobody tell him. I tell him all the time. See, Joseph, y'all know him. Joseph's very independent. Very independent. He don't like for you to take his independence away from him. Joseph, tell him all the time, Joseph, be careful walking down the steps. It's snow. Be careful walking down the steps.
I was.
I him know you what. I know you wasn't. I know I can feel it in my spirit, Jesus, that you what.
I fell when I actually got to the bottom in the grass and my foot slipped and I fell out into a death drop.
And then the funny thing was, wait a minute.
And I know somebody got it. I didn't wait to end up on the internet.
The funny thing was the next morning, because his glasses
is just sitting in the snow.
It's in the snow.
Oh, every time I think about
wait a
it,
minute,
I
you
just
said,
laugh.
I said, wait a minute. I looked over there. I said, well, what is that over there in the snow? It was his glass. His glass was laying in the snow. I'm still trying to figure out how his big ass got up. How did you get up?
I was
I would
rolling
have
around.
loved. No, I didn't want. I wouldn't have wanted to see the fall. I would have wanted to see
You
how the hell you got up.
all over me because I rolled.
Because Joseph, y'all understand.
And then I
Joseph is a
rolled
big
that way.
dude.
I rolled over to the garage and I'm hitting on the door.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Roll. Wait a minute. What you mean you rolled?
Because I fell in the driveway. Oh, so I'm rolling this way. See, I'm telling you, I didn't fall down the stairs. It was when I got on that little pavement piece that I did a whole death drop.
Lord, please,
one leg behind me, one leg in front of me.
Lord Jesus.
And all you saw was me go, ah!
Joseph, with your legs in the air.
This one was. I did a death drop. I did. Oh. This one was behind me bent, and this one was up in the air as I was going down. You thought I was voguing. Oh. I hit the ground and I screamed. And I'm like, oh my God, I fell. Because I was being very extrally dramatic. I rolled to the right. And then first I had to roll to the right to get my leg from behind me. My fat ass couldn't just get up. So I had to roll to the right. So this leg will come from behind me. Then I had to roll to the left. And I'm banging on the garage door. And he in the car. He came over to the window. He came over to the door. He scared the hell out of me because I was in the car and I was listening to music. He came to the thing like he was some type of thief or something like that. He was like he came and he opened the door. He said, I broke my ankle. I said, what the hell? And then he made me mad. Then he gets mad because I fell. So I get in the car. Because I always tell him to wait for me. What happened? And I'm trying to catch my breath. Trying to catch my breath. He gets mad, takes the key out of the car, and goes storming in the house. And I'm like, yeah, because I just came out here and bust my ass for no reason. Yeah, because then he gets an attitude. Y'all don't know. Let me tell y'all something. When Joseph get an attitude, when he got an attitude, everybody in the room better watch out. It's like a dark cloud just comes over everything. Y'all ever seen that movie Hancock? Remember when they was fighting? And the dark cloud came over and the tornadoes and stuff started spinning around. He changed your whole mood. I was like, and I wasn't even mad at first. I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm not getting in the car with you. I'm not getting in the car with you because you got attitude. I don't like messing with him when he got an attitude. I don't like being in the same room with him when he got an attitude. Because see, I ain't scared of him. I jumps right in his face. You beat me? And he should be scared. Hit me! Yeah, that's what he do. Hit me! And one day I'm going to slap the shit out of him and he's going to be scared. You know when that day, now you know when that day comes, child. Now you know when that day comes, it's going to be like thunder and lightning, child. I'm going to go on the porch and I'm going to scream help. I ain't going to go on the porch and scream help. I said, you better not go to sleep. No. You better not go to sleep because I'm going to bust everywhere. I told him one day, I said, go to sleep and I'm going to bust every window in this damn house. I'm going to bust every damn window in this house. We love each other, child. This is love. Person in the white neighborhood and go on the porch and scream out. Yeah, I will. I'll do that. I've done that. Is that who you're going to be? I've done that. I won't do that again. All right, y'all. We got to get out of here. It was fun. I'm hungry. What time is it, Joseph? How long we been 2 o'clock. We've been on for 2 hours. It's 1:46. And we came on at 11:45. Wow. Y'all, please make sure y'all watching us on all social media platforms. Instagram, Twitter, of course, Facebook, and right here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And if you can share us out, make sure you do that. Listen, Judge Judy. If you want to be part of the McRae Kingz Kingdom, just hit that join button and become part of the kingdom. And make sure you check out the McRae Kingz Boutique, We have some good Dare to Be Different items as well as the McRae Kingz items. Also, make sure you check out Blogs and Fiction, who is also part of Dare to Be Different. Make sure you go and subscribe to her channel if you haven't, and hit that like button and share her out too. Trust me, you will get a word and you will love the word. Also, I believe, and she's in the chat and she can correct me if I'm wrong, Roxanne will be releasing the second part of her and Tremel's interview on Saturday. I'm not sure what time. She can put it in the chat. But I believe she said the second part of Tremel's interview with her will be on Saturday. So make sure you like and subscribe to her channel too, and set that bell so you know when Roxanne posts a video.
You done messed up. There ain't nothing here. Go on, son. Yes, and y'all make sure y'all donate to the McRae Kingz platform. We do need your help. So all donations are welcomed and appreciated. And thank you so much for the love and support that you've given us throughout the years. We really do appreciate that, both on Facebook and YouTube. We really do. And that's it.
Yeah, that will be it.
We've been on for 2 hours.
So
with that being said, guys, we're going to get on out of here because I'm going to get me something to eat.
You enjoy your day. Walk in love, peace, sunshine, and happiness. And always remember,
it's Team McRae.
All damn day.
Peace, and see you later.
Hello.